I'll start the intro, and then we'll. Do you have enough room?
The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie Gopalin puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor and to the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Upon on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in. Johannes to the line.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Hello and welcome to Randolph High School. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armgood to bring you some boys basketball action tonight as the Randolph Rockets are taking on their rival right up Highway P from here, Cambria Friesland, the Hilltoppers. And we were at their first meeting, and we'll talk about that, but always fun to do a rivalry game with both of these teams playing.
Yeah, 5 miles apart, maybe 6 at the most? Yeah. So that in and of itself makes it a rivalry game, and I'm sure that the Hilltoppers would like to get a second shot at Randolph tonight.
Oh, they always like getting another opportunity like they did, and every time I come to Randolph, I seem to hear people talking about that sectional championship game. They want to bring it up. They like to talk about it when you get over to Randolph, boy, because they gave Randolph a scare on their way to get that gold ball that year and almost stopped them from going to the state tournament at all. But I did mention to the coaches, I said on their way over here, I'm just thinking this is probably the battle of the two nicest coaches you're going to find anywhere. They're just totally really good guys. They're very friendly. The rivalry of those two coaches too, with Derek Smith for Cambria and Tyler Fisher for Randolph. Tyler didn't want to own that, but I said, no, you're a nice guy, Tyler, whether you want to admit that or not. So
yeah, well, definitely they're good coaches.
Yes.
They're intense coaches, but yet they're gentlemen, and that's what you really like to see. And they're very open to you and I, and the community, and trying to do everything the right way. And that's what high school sports are all about.
Yeah, Tyler, I'll even text him during a Packer game, and there's something like that, go Pack, and he'll send something back, or we're going to come over there. Usually I didn't today, but normally I let him know we're coming to the big arena in Randolph, and he'll welcome me over here. But, yeah, some good guys, but some very good basketball programs that are battling here today. Randolph sitting at 8-8 on the season, and they're sitting in second place in the Trailways West. A three-way tie. Everybody's chasing Fall River, who's ranked probably maybe number 2 right now or so in the Division 5. But Marquezan, Randolph, and Partyville all sitting at 6-2, and Cambria Friesland sitting a ways back at 2-6, and in 6th place in the Trailways West. And overall, Cambria Friesland is 6-11 on the season. So that's where both teams are sitting right now. Both teams said, the coaches said their guys are pretty much healthy for both teams. A couple guys maybe not playing for the Randolph Rockets, but otherwise Cambria said they're ready to go. Everybody's healthy and ready to play here tonight. Yeah,
and you would think this game would maybe be more important to Randolph in the fact that they're still in the hunt for a conference championship, right up there with the Pack, and but the fact that it's that rivalry we mentioned and just miles down the road, it always makes it special. And Cambria is going to roll out their best game tonight.
Yeah, we're just finishing up with the JV game, and I had an opportunity to talk to Tyler Fisher, the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, and we're going to take a break here on the Home and Auto Sales pregame show and bring you that interview here on RP Sports.
Go to commercial first? Okay.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. A new year, a new career. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo offers entry-level pay starting at $21.94 per hour, or operators starting at $25.09 per hour. Great benefits, shift pay, and more. A new year, a new career with Saputo Cheese in Alto. Apply online at saputo.com/careers. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Zittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
The last tractor you'll ever need is here. Get into a Massey Ferguson compact or utility tractor and accomplish more than ever before. These versatile tractors are known for their unbeatable power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts. And with their ability to multitask through any job around the yard or farm, they'll provide you with outstanding value for years to come. Visit Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden to find the right model for your operation.
Welcome back to Randolph High School and more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show. Steve Winterhack with you, and time now to talk to the head coach of the Randolph Rockets, Tyler Fisher, and coming off a pretty nice game on Saturday with a pretty much a traditionally really good basketball program. Manitowoc Roncalli, you beat them 58-50 or 49 in that ball game. How's the team playing for you right now?
Yeah, okay. We're making some strides. So we knew it was going to be kind of a long season, right? And it would take some time. We had a lot of inexperienced guys, and I think we're coming along nicely. And like you mentioned, a decent win there the other night, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going here.
You know, the games that we've seen so far, Carter Meredith usually was the lead scorer, but he was only the third lead scorer in that game. And Brady Prevey with a nice game, 8 rebounds, 18 points, and Bryce Ratajczyk dumping in 11 points and 6 rebounds in the game. So those must be some of the players you're talking about that are stepping up to key roles now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think overall there the other night we had a total team effort. We had some guys in foul trouble, got some guys that are still out with some injuries, so different guys stepping up at different times, and you know that's what makes the team go. So everyone has their role, and some nights it's a little bit different, and I think they're accepting that and understanding that, and yeah, hopefully we can keep that momentum here tonight.
Well, we're at your other game, too, over at Cambria, and that was kind of a rough first half. I think you guys were down by 2 points at halftime, and then you outscored them 28-14 in the second half to win 43-31, so a low-scoring first half there. And what do you expect to see out of Cambria Friesland here tonight?
Yeah, well, we all know, well coached, right? Derek Schmidt runs a great program over there, so you tie that with the good rivalry between us, our two schools, and it's always going to be a good game. So yeah, I think they're physical. They're a strong bunch of kids. They got a couple decent shooters, and the Birdmania can really get to the basket and put the ball in the hole. So we really got to key in on him and make sure we limit him to one shot and just execute offensively. We've been very inconsistent over the last few weeks, and the other night we finally kind of got to play a full 36 minutes the way we should, and hopefully, like I said, we can keep that momentum going.
And we were talking, Randy and I, on the way over here. We said this is the battle of the two nicest coaches that we do games for out there. It seems like a pretty friendly rivalry when you get them talking to Derek, a very good guy too. So it should be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, they don't make them any better than Derek, that's for sure. So you must be talking about the JV coach, the two nicest guys. So
well, that's the other. That's right. It's your brother.
Yeah, that's right. My brother Paul.
Okay, well, good luck tonight. Should be an entertaining game. Always a good when you have a rivalry game. So good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Tyler Fisher joining us on the pregame show, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. Back with more of our pregame show right after this on Radio Plus.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com, or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Randolph Health Services and Assisted Living has been serving the Beaver Dam, Marquezine, Waupun, Partyville, Ryle, Fall River, and Columbus area since 1972. They're located in the heart of downtown Randolph, a rural community which they're very active, sponsoring many events and benefits, including this game today. They're proud to support residents' continuum of care by offering both assisted living and skilled nursing care. Randolph Health Services and Assisted Living. Randolph.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. If you have any building or remodeling projects in your future, make sure to call Jeff Ratajczyk at Ace in Building and Remodeling Randolph. Ace has been in business for over 20 years and builds new homes, offers complete interior and exterior remodeling and additions, single to multiple car garages, windows, decks and patios, seamless siding, and seamless gutters. Ace stands for Achieving Carpentry Excellence. Let them work on your next project. You'll be glad you did. Give Ace in Building and Remodeling a call at 920-326-3624.
We are back at Randolph High School again. Rivalry night tonight. The Randolph Rockets taking on their rivals from the Trailways West, Cambria Friesland, the Hilltoppers. Randolph coached by Tyler Fisher. We just heard his interview. And again, a lot of respect that he has for Cambria Friesland and what they could bring any given night to take on the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, maybe you learned that last year, if nothing else, in that sectional game, which I think everybody had Randolph picked as a huge favorite there. And, Coach Derek Schmidt, he gets his kids ready to play, and I don't think they have to push them that hard to get ready to play tonight. I think those kids would love to win a game here and, have bragging rights for a little while anyway. And it should really be a nice game tonight. I'm hoping we have a very competitive basketball game.
Just looking at that game when they played back, that was like the second or third game of the season,
right,
back on the 5th of December, and Randolph beating Cambria over at Cambria Friesland High School 43-31. Randolph was actually down. It was a very low-scoring, kind of a sloppy-looking first half of action, and they were trailing like 17-15 at halftime in that game, but outscored Cambria Friesland 28-14 to win that game 43-31. Carter Meredith had a really nice game, 17 points in that game for Randolph. Brady Prevey with 11 points. Carson Bermania led the Hilltoppers with 11 points, and Tate Dieger had 8 points for the Hilltoppers. But like I said, that was kind of not a real clean-looking first half before Randolph came out, and Carter Meredith, it seemed like he was on a mission, and Brady Prevey and the rest of the bunch came out, a little chip on their shoulder in that second half, and then finally pulled away to win that game by 12.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the Hilltoppers, they got a little bit of foul trouble that kind of hampered them in that second half and never were able to get into that flow and keep the momentum going. So we'll see how it turns out tonight.
As far as Randolph, their last game was on Saturday, and they knocked off, which is definitely a traditionally really good basketball school, Manitowoc Roncalli.
The Jets,
yeah, 58-49. Brady Prevey, who's one of the guys that Coach Fisher was talking about in his interview, and he said he's one of the guys that have stepped up with 18 points and 8 rebounds in that game. Bryce Vertagic, another guy that plays a little bit more low-key role until that game against Roncalli. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds. Nick Miedema had 10 points, and their leading scorer, Carter Meredith, was the 4th leading scorer in the game with 9 points and 6 assists, but he was very pleased over these last few weeks since we've seen the boys, since they played CWC, how much some of these guys have stepped up and taken and owned the role that they have on the team.
Yeah, they're, every one of those gentlemen you mentioned are good athletes, maybe not, as much scorers as we talk about sometimes, but very good athletes. And if they just keep after it, if you keep hustling, you play with energy, get after the offensive glass, all those positive things, and sometimes it's going to come together and you're going to get more points on the board, in your individual scorebook for yourself. So you're right. It's a team game, and some nights are not going to be the best nights for the normal high scorers, and there's plenty of people on this Randolph team to step up and have good things happen.
Taking a look at the Hilltoppers of Cambria Friesland, they were beat, of course, when they played the top team in the conference with Fall River, and they got beat 68-44 in that game. Drake Romania, 12 points and 6 rebounds. His cousin Carson had 11 points in that game, and now the Hilltoppers currently on a 3-game losing streak. So they'd like to, see if they can take a shot here at the Randolph Rockets. And if anybody can know how to play against the Rockets, even when you might be getting outgunned out there, it's definitely Derek Schmidt. Like we already mentioned once, that sectional championship game took him to overtime, and still at the end of that, it was a nice close game right down to the final miss in that ball game before it was decided. So yeah, he definitely has some thoughts, knows Randolph well and what they do over here. So you never know what he might pull out here in the season.
Yeah, and I'm wondering myself, are we going to see, the Hilltoppers take the air out of the ball a little bit, try and slow the pace and make it a slower pace, less possession type of games, or if they're just willing to go up and down with the Randolph Rockets?
Yeah, we'll see what he does here tonight. He's not just going to sit and, like last year, they got beat by like 40 points in one of the games.
Right.
Yeah, and then probably by 20 or 30 in the next game. So he wasn't going to go out and do the same thing when he got to the sectionals and saved it for the right time to do it. And Randolph had trouble recovering, but did recover just enough to win that ball game. So we'll see what he has here tonight against the Randolph Rockets, having kind of a down season for Cambria Friesland, but when you get your shot at Randolph, you want to take it and see what you can do and possibly steal one from them. We mentioned their lead scorer for the Randolph Rockets, Carter Meredith. Fun guy to watch when he starts going off. He gets his points and streaks from what I've seen with him, and a tough guy to handle. Likes to use that left hand, go down the left side, and even if he's on the right side, he spins and gets himself with that left hand again, and that's, I'm sure, something that Coach Derek Smith has probably drilled into his players' heads, that, hey, he likes to go left, take that away from him.
That's right. Well, you and I saw him against Waupun Christian, and he's mostly known as a three-point outside shooter, and all of a sudden we saw Carter take it to the glass, and he had probably the 12 points early in that game within the first 5 minutes, and all of it was going to the glass and getting the three-point plays the old-fashioned way. So, he definitely has more than just a shot in his game.
Then you got a very athletic Drake Bermania, too. Just 6'1". He's a 6'1" senior, and he's scoring 16 points a game and 8 rebounds a game. So that's the top gun for Cambria Friesland that the Randolph Rockets will have to keep an eye on. Only one other guy that scores in double figures, and that's his cousin Carson Bermania with 10 points a game, and he's just a sophomore, but he's 6'3" for the Hilltoppers. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a fun game here. Always fun to call rivalry games. And that's what we're going to have here tonight in Randolph. We're going to take a break, come back in just a few minutes, and bring you the starting lineups and the beginning of tonight's game. It's the Randolph Rockets hosting their rival in the Trailways West, the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. We'll have that game coming up in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Andy with us here, The Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Business as usual. Swing on by The Other Bar here, Andy, right, and get going.
We got stuff going on all the time here. We've got, of course, the Badgers are always playing, the Bucks are always on, and hopefully very, very soon we're going to get into some Brewers baseball, but that's down the road. I got 17 different tap lines. We're constantly switching over. We got all kinds of spirits on hand, from bourbons to whiskeys, and any kind of vodka you can think of. So, yeah, there's something going on always.
Yeah, and take a look at some of the soups, of course, with the cooler temperatures here. Let's go.
Chili is always on. You can pretty much count on that. Our soup board changes by the day, so you got to stop in and see what's on the special board. Of course, Mondays is pizzas and shrimp. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4. Thursdays, of course, is build your own burger. Fridays is fish, and Saturdays is appetizer special. Buy one, get one half off.
And you got those hot plate specials changing too, right?
Absolutely. We got hot beef, hot pork, and hot turkey. That's pretty much always on with mashed potatoes and gravy. Deciding what Tierney wants to do for the day, she usually sends something out different about each day. You got to check out your special board for that.
Open at 11 o'clock daily. Have a great week, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get-to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887. You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
Welcome to Terra Max territory. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one innovative tool from Great Plains. The Terra Max is a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of field conditions. Learn more about hybrid tillage and the new Terra Max at www.greatplainsag.com or by visiting Waupun Equipment Company, your local Great Plains dealer. This is Terra Max territory. Waupun Equipment Company.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armga to bring you the game tonight. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. And we are ready to play. And we'll get the starting lineup as we get the game going. All set, moving our cameras out of the way. And first officiating crew that has moved that. So that definitely bothered them. So Randolph will get the ball first to get things going. Carter Meredith has it out on the outside. Back out on top in the hands of Nicholas Kutzma. And Meredith again top of the key with the ball, being guarded closely by Drake Bermania. Alex Hollander also in the starting lineup, getting a touch on this possession and a travel. Carter Meredith, 16 points a game, 5'10 junior starting. Alex Hollander, a 5'11 senior. Nicholas Kutzma, a 6'1 junior, 5 points a game. Grady Prevey, a 6'3 senior. Almost 10 points a game for him. And Nick Needham, a 6'5 sophomore. Kind of a running shot coming up well short on the attempt by Devin Merwin. And then trying to bring it up the court, Nick Needham tries to get it up to his teammate Nicholas Kutzma and hits it off his arm and out of bounds. It'll stay Cambria Friesland basketball. No score yet.
Yeah, Kutzma just wasn't ready for the pass and went off his shoulder. Both teams in man-to-man.
Devin Merwin will start things out. Handling the ball for Cambria Friesland. Double teamed in the lane and taking it up right over the top of Needham and missing on the shot is Tate DeJager.
Needham's second rebound in the game. Just started.
Yeah, just a little over a minute into the game. Within a minute, he had a couple of rebounds already, so it could be a big game for him. No score yet, but a nice little cup to the lane. A good feed in the hands of Nicholas Kutzma. And he gets himself a basket to get somebody on the scoreboard here. 2-0 in favor of the Rockets. Drive to the basket. Carter Drews challenge inside, and then we've got a foul.
He shuffled his feet and caught him for a traveling.
A traveling on who? Is that on DeJager? 2-0 in favor of the Randolph Rockets. Hollander has it on the outside right now, or on the right side. Back over to Prevey, about a 14-footer straight away, no good. Getting the rebound is DeJager, bringing it the other way now for the Hilltoppers. Sees well, that's going to be a foul on Brady Prevey. Got a lower on his shoulder in to the Cambria Friesland player, Tate DeJager.
Official was going to say he was going up, 2 shots.
2-0 Randolph Rockets on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. 2 free throws for Tate DeJager. My first question for Derek Smith, DeJager or DeJager?
Right.
It depends where you're at, but he goes, well, it depends where you're at. And I said, no, I just want to know what his family calls. What do they use? And I want to get it right according to what is correct. So this free throw is good. Thanks for joining us here at Randolph High School. Glad to be back here. Always friendly staff to Vince Propson and the crew here always treat us very well.
Seeing Alex Hollander getting a more expanded role in this Rockets team.
We had a couple of guys, though, with Meyer being out and Dykstra being out. 5-footer in the lane is no good for Randolph, and chasing it down goes out of bounds off from the Hilltoppers. But
Devin Merwin coming from behind there had a chance at a steal, but not able to keep it in bounds.
2-1 Randolph. They've got the ball. Meredith has it out on top. Cambria Friesland very aware of where he's at. He likes to make a nice run to the basket. Got to be careful of his three-point shooting, too. Never know where he's going to go with it. Preview back out to Meredith on the perimeter. Inside now to Miedema. 3 seconds called on the Randolph Rockets. Cambria gets it back, just trailing 2-1 here. 15:25 left in the first half. Bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Not a bad place to call a game from. Top bleachers not very high here when you get to Randolph. About 8 rows high is all they have. Nice, strong move inside by Tate DeJager, and he finishes. He's got all 3 so far for Cambria. They're leading now 3-2, 3 minutes into the game.
Hilltoppers able to break that 2-1-2 full court press. Punish the Rockets on the other end with a layup.
Kutzma has it back out on top over to Hollander. Quarterback and one of the main running backs for the football team, and a great defender, too. A little low on that pass, trying to get it into his teammate, Nicholas Kutzma. Cambria comes up with it. Going to kick the ball out right in the hands now of Carter Drews, and about a 15-footer from the left side misses everything on the shot by Devin Merwin. But Hilltoppers keep possession.
Missed so badly that they were able to run it down in the corner. Everybody trying to box out around the rim.
DeJager has it, guarded by Miedema. Back on the right side over to Carter Drews. Devin Merwin, top of the key with it, back in the hands of Tate DeJager. The three-pointer on the way from Bremania. Drake Bremania misses. Carter Meredith with a rebound, pushing it up now for the Rockets over to Alex Hollander on the right side. 10-footer straight away, no good for Prevey. And long rebound chased down by Drake Bremania. Both teams having trouble finding their range. Prevey gets a hand on it, goes out of bounds. It'll be Hilltopper basketball.
Get a sub in here. Officials holding the game up. I thought maybe Devin Marin, he got whacked in the nose or something. I saw him kind of looking like he might have had some blood earlier. Yeah, the officials are checking the floor now. Not sure when it happened, but I saw him when he came down on this end on the offensive end. He was kind of wiping something from his face.
Checking for blood and any errant cameras that might be behind the basket.
Yeah.
Taking away a nice little shot we have from there. It's the first time we've had a refereeing crew have us move those cameras, because I even know whatever the other name of the other video place is, they also put them on the end too like that.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
The drive with the left hand off the rim, no good on the shot by Tate DeJager. Prevey gets the rebound. They're going to push it up over to the right side, over to Nicholas Kutzma, trying to get inside to Miedema. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers.
That was a nice rebound by Prevey. Defensive rebound, just went up and snatched one.
I liked what we saw from him on the football field, and he got bigger and stronger here for senior year. Oh, a shot inside, missed by Miedema. A little scramble for the ball, and coming up with it is Drake Bremania. Brings it up, looks underneath the basket, a little head fake going up and putting it in is Tate DeJager. Cambria leading 5-2, a timeout taken. We'll do the same. We'll be back in just 30 seconds with more boys basketball action on RP Sports.
The last tractor you'll ever need is here. Get into a Massey Ferguson compact or utility tractor and accomplish more than ever before. These versatile tractors are known for their unbeatable power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts. And with their ability to multitask through any job around the yard or farm, they'll provide you with outstanding value for years to come. Visit Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden to find the right model for your operation.
After that Randolph timeout, slow start here for both teams, but I tell you, Tate Dieger getting all 5 points so far for the Hilltoppers. Only 2 points for the Randolph Rockets. They trail 5-2. We'll try to fix our situation with our score that we have, so I'll try to give you a few more scores until that's ready to go. Brady Prevey with it, gets it back over to Carter Meredith. Takes it in the lane, goes up, and gets it blocked, and coming up with it, he is Drake Bermania, pushing it up now for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Hilltoppers pushing Meredith to the right hand, which is what you want to have done.
Ball passed back out on top over to Dieger. Down in the corner with it is Carson Bermania. In the hands of Drake Bermania from the left elbow. A little too strong, no good. And maybe getting away with a travel was Isaac DeYoung, but this is the shot anyway, and another rebound for Brady Prevey.
Got a bit of a head start on that one, but
it looks like those cartoons that their feet are going before they take off.
No harm as he missed the shot, as you said.
Meredith has it along the right side, just waiting for those cuts to go through the lane, see if there's anything there.
Yeah, 5-out motion. Nobody in the post. Nobody holding the post, I should say. Flashers going to the post.
Here goes Prevey, a little head fake on the right side and puts it up by the right block. Nice job by Brady Prevey finishing his shot, having himself a nice game. A lot of rebounds so far. And now got himself some points. Randolph back within a point, trailing 5-4. Ball pass out on top over to Isaac DeYoung. Drive along the left side for Drake Bermania. Loses it going up. Maybe got it knocked out of his hands, and Randolph comes up with it. Here goes Meredith, gets to that left side. Gets challenged, but he gets fouled on the way to the basket. They had 2 free throws for the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, a little bit of a late call, but the official getting the call eventually.
(5-4) in favor of the Hilltoppers. And we got the score up right now. Thanks, Jeff. Carter missing the first free throw. Carter was as good as he shoots from three-point range. Just about a 57% free throw shooter, which means he should make this next free throw.
And you're so quick with the math. I'm impressed.
Yes. If he shot 100 of them.
And you were right.
Yeah,
you were right.
Sometimes I'm wrong on that, but then the next time they come up to the free throw line, they make
them both. Oh, yeah.
So we're tied up at 5 apiece, under 11 and a half to play. Dieger passes the ball down to Drake Bermania in the left corner. Ball tapped away, and his feet just out of bounds.
Yes.
From Isaac DeYoung. He had his feet out of bounds as he was trying to battle for the ball. It'll be Randolph basketball with a chance to get the lead back.
Yeah, great hustle. Diving on the floor, sacrificing the body.
Rockets with the ball. Kutzma gets it down over to Prevey in the lane with it, getting kind of knocked around down there. It was Bryce Ratajcic, and Hilltoppers come up with it. Oh, Prevey with a nice steal, taking the ball away on the fast break by the Hilltoppers. Good job by Brady. Here's Ratajcic from the left corner, launches it up a little too strong, misses everything. Long rebound chased down by Devin Merwin, who will bring it up now for the Hilltoppers.
Merwin back in the game after he had a little bit of a, I'm not sure if he got it in a lip or the nose before, but he had a little trickle of blood and able to get that stopped immediately and back in the game.
He got his bell rung a little bit as a no-look pass to nobody, just a little behind his teammate, right straight into the Randolph bench. So Randolph has it. We're still tied at 5 apiece with 10.5 left here in the first half. Drive to the basket by Carter Meredith, and that's what he does so well. He just has a quick first step, and boom, he's right by the rim and finishes 7-5 Randolph. Austin Bruceveen is on the court, and then a travel call on the Hilltoppers. It'll be Randolph basketball.
Extreme pressure by the Rockets man-to-man defense, really getting into the legs and pretty much forcing that turnover.
Well, Meredith will just walk it up, just trip up the court. Cutsma, going to be a reach-in foul on the Hilltoppers as Cutsma went through the lane before he passed it off. See Cody DeVries is out there, the 6'3 junior. Diedrich Meyer and I believe Jake Dykstra not available to play here tonight. See them in street clothes sitting on the end of the bench. Goes Meredith. Passes up on a 15-footer. He gets it back and gets it to Prevey. Kajic has it. Gets it down low into Prevey. Going to turn around 5-footer straight away and rattles it home. 4 points in the game for him, and Randolph with a 4-point lead. 9-5, 9:40 and counting down. Now a timeout by the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Back in 30 seconds and more Randolph Rocket basketball on RP Sports.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game.
Now Cambria Friesland having to take a timeout. With Randolph leading 9-5, almost halfway through this first half. And Brady Prevey's making a difference here at Randolph during this run that they have to take the lead back.
Yeah, rebounds, steals, shot changing. Scored 4 points already. Yeah, he's doing a nice job. Had a chance to chat with Dykstra's family. They told me he's been out for like 3 weeks with a bruise on his back. It's going down his sciatic and that.
That one rims out on the shot by Drake Romania. Yeah, that back, that's a tricky thing, and everything you do involves your back. Ball tapped away from Prevey and is passed up. Fast break now for Devin Merwin. Misses the layup attempt. Randolph taking it the other way. Here goes Meredith, goes up with the right hand and puts it in. Carter Meredith with a hand in his face gets his 5th point. And now Randolph opening up a 6-point lead, leading 11-5. His back probably feels like it does after I play pickleball for a couple hours over in Oban. Takes a little while to get that kink out of my back for a few days.
Pickleball? What's that?
Ooh, the fastest growing sport in America.
It is. You're correct.
A bad pass out of the feet of Prevey, but Meredith does come up with it.
Thought Carter was going to pull a three-pointer there all of a sudden.
Rockets with the ball. Meredith has it out top of the key. And kicks it on the left side. Ratajczyk will throw up another three. Strong on that one, too. And getting the rebound is Carter Drews. 11-5, the lead now for Randolph. 8-10 and counting down here in the first half.
Pretty clean game so far. 1 foul in Randolph, 3 against the Hilltoppers.
The Hilltoppers have had some opportunities here, but missing a layup on a breakaway. Only guy to score so far is Tate DeJager, and that's been quite a few minutes since they've got any points at all.
DeJager not in the game right now.
Hilltoppers, good defense there by Randolph. Drive from the left side and a foul on his way to the basket on Randolph. Carson Romania will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul goes on Carter Meredith.
Nobody in any kind of foul trouble yet. First free throw is good for Carson. Just 3 fouls for the team for Cambria and 2 fouls for Randolph. And Tate DeJager checks back into the ball game.
Pretty nice crowd here tonight. Good student section.
Yeah, boy, that's all the way to the top, from the floor up to the top. Front of the rim, no good. Getting the rebound is Drews. Little head fake, puts it up strong. Gets fouled, misses the shot, but 2 free throws for Carter Drews. Good job getting the defender on their feet and making the contact after that. What they try to hope to do is maybe see if you can get that ball in the hoop somehow. Drew's a 37% free throw shooter. No good on the first one.
That one was part way down, just rimmed out.
Next free throw for Drew's on the way. Out of rotation, but no good. Again, Cody DeVries comes up with a rebound, hands it off over to Nicholas Kutzma. Back out on top with it is Brady Prevey. Back down to Alex Hollander. Again, you don't have the quarterback out there with Carter Meredith, so a little stalled on this trip down the court with getting some opportunities. Prevey, nice little step inside and good movement, gets fouled.
I'm going to say 2 shots.
Yeah. So Brady having himself a nice game against the Jets from Roncalli, getting 18 points and 8 rebounds in that game, and coach kind of pointed him out as one of the guys stepping up and embracing his role and taking more of a key role. You need to take some pressure off from Carter Meredith being your lead scorer. Brady averages now 9.5 points a game. Next free throw is good for Brady. Now with 5 points in the game. 12-6 the score. Randolph leading. Be close to the 7-minute mark left in the first half.
A little connection between Roncalli and Randolph. Some of those Roncalli players have played for Hugh Roberts in the Randolph Boys Club in their careers.
Romania straightaway 3. Crawls over the front of the rim. Bounced a few times and finally goes in. Carson Bermania now with 4 points. Gets the Hilltoppers back within 3. Pass inside. Here goes a Prevey in the lane. Misses the 10-footer. Gets it knocked out of his hands, and Hilltoppers come up with it. Drews passes it up. A pass over on the left side. Off the glass and no good on the shot. And Ratajcic comes in and rips down the rebound for the Rockets. They find Prevey with a little Euro step to the basket and just kind of rolls it off his fingertips and in right by the rim. Slick move, nice move there by Brady Prevey. Those long legs sidestep the defender and goes right to the rack with it.
Well, these high school players watching Giannis now are figuring that move out.
That's a good one in here. I like the fast breaks, how to finish. That's what he does. Oh, nice little spin in the lane, and Tate DeJager goes up and finishes. Back to a 3-point lead for Randolph, 14-11 in favor of the Rockets. Under 6 to play in the first half. DeVries has it, gives it back over to Prevey, back out to DeVries in the perimeter. Carter Meredith waiting to check in. Prevey pulls up about a 13-footer, no good. And a rebound attempt by Nicholas Kutzma, but he gets knocked out of his hands along with getting fouled, so Randolph will get the ball back. Nick Needham comes back in along with Carter Meredith.
DeJager called for that foul. That is his second. Looks like he's going to stay on the court right now. 2 fouls here in the first half.
Carter inbounds the ball over to Prevey. Back out on top over to DeVries. Down to the post on the right side into Needham. One dribble and gives it up, and ball loose, and scramble for the ball, and coming up with it is DeYoung. Goes up with the left hand and puts it in. Nice persistence there by Isaac DeYoung to stick with the ball and grabs it off to the races. Finishes, and now just a 1-point lead for Randolph. And Needham gets double teamed, and then we've got a tie up in possession arrow pointing towards Cambria Friesland with an opportunity to take the lead this trip down the court.
Well, we knew the Hilltoppers coming in. They're going to play hard. Right now they're doing that. Getting some second chance opportunities on the rebound, offensive rebounds, and really getting after loose balls, trying to win those 50-50 balls and get a few extra possessions for their team.
I'll look up Isaac DeYoung, number 1 out there. He looks like he's built like he could be a running back on a very good Cambria Friesland football team. And the way he scrambled to that basket after stealing the ball, he's put together pretty good. He's got it out on top. The hands now of Carter Drews, guarded by Brady Prevey. Gonna back up and pass the ball off to the left over to Tate DeJager.
Good patience right now by the Hilltoppers.
They got I think it's a precious possession, and here goes Drews, and gets knocked out of his hands, and Miedema comes up with it. Gives it over to Carter Meredith, going to go in strong in the left side, gets cut off. He's sandwiched between a few Hilltopper players, but gets it to Prevey, who puts another one in. Nice body control there with about a 5-foot shot, and gets it to go. He's now got 9 points in the game for the Rockets, and they've got a 3-point lead, 16-13.
Yeah, Prevey, the athletic guy, he can get up above the rim.
Yeah, the games that we've seen, we didn't really see that out of him. That 2 or 3 games that we called of theirs, but and you can tell his confidence is definitely has built up to a pretty big part of the team right now for the Randolph Rockets. Front of the rim, no good. And then another rebound up by the rim for Prevey. Meredith going in the left side, gets it back out on top over to Cody DeVries. Prevey has it now top of the key. 3:10 and counting down in the half. 16-13 Randolph. They've got the ball and the lead.
Drake Bermania not getting too far away from Carter Meredith at any time.
It's going to go off from Prevey's hands. Again, active hands by Cambria, knocking the ball loose. And finally, Brady trying to get control of it off his hands out of bounds. It'll be Cambria Friesland basketball. Under 3 to play here in the first half, 16-13. Favor the Randolph Rockets. I'm going to mention one of our sponsors, the Boathouse on Chief Kuno Trail. Go out there, Vicky and the crew will be happy to serve you up cold drinks. Some great food specials. We know what the Thursday night is, Randy? What is that?
Yeah, Thursday all day, I believe, is the Mexican night. Tacos, burritos, different Mexican things, specializing in their giant soft shell chicken or beef tacos. I think they're $5 if I'm not mistaken, and you get a platter full.
They may be bigger than my wife's head, which doesn't necessarily mean that they're big, but they are big. They're huge.
They are a complete meal for, as I said, I believe $5, $5 or $5.50.
Got that special for burgers and some of the smaller sandwiches on Wednesdays. 3-pointer up front of the rim, no good, and the shot by Isaac DeYoung. Randolph with a rebound. Goes Meredith, a tough shot, but off the glass and in. Coming in towards the basket, makes about a 5-footer. And now he's got 7 points in the game, and Randolph opens up a 5-point lead. Randolph slapping the ground. He's ready to play some defense here against the Hilltoppers.
Alex Hollander up off the bench, encouraging his teammates to get after it.
There's a drive and a tough shot, little short, but a rebound now by Meredith on the 5-point lead, 18-13 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Miedema within the lane, kicks it out right side. Kutzma puts it up and gets it to go. Kutzma with 4 points and another timeout taken. And we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Randolph Rocket basketball on RP Sports.
Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Another timeout taken by the Hilltoppers. A few people from the Bawalda family listening. Har and Candy Bawalda listening down in Florida. I'm sure the weather's really nice and not like below zero like it is up here.
Oh, man.
The rest of their family is just freezing to death up here.
They're probably 80 degrees. Counting the wind chill, they're more than 80 degrees warmer than we are.
Yeah, some cold days we've had the last 2 days. Might get up in the 20s tomorrow. That might be.
That's right. 25 would be a heat wave.
Oh yeah, I'll throw a tank top on and shorts, and
Bermuda shorts and Hawaiian shirt.
Missed shot for Hilltoppers, and getting the rebound, Cody DeVries. Randolph taking it up. Meredith has it. Passes it out to Kutzman, and here goes Prevey in the lane and gets it to go. What a nice first half by Brady Prevey. Doing everything out there, stealing the ball, getting rebounds, and finishing down on the offensive end. 22-13 in favor of the Rockets. 37 seconds to play in the first half.
11 points for Prevey.
Thought about a three-pointer in the right corner. Decided not to as Greg Permania. Get it back out on top. Drews has it. We're down to 20 seconds left. Got some action away from the ball.
It's going to go against Ashton Bruceveen. Trying to screen away from the ball and slid over. Sure Randolph will hold for one now. Nope.
Yeah, with a nice 9-point lead. Really had a nice last 4 minutes or so of this first half to get a nice lead, 22-13. Goes Meadema strong along the right side and does not finish. Getting the rebound is DeVries. He turns around, puts it up, and puts it in. Cody DeVries with his first points. And that's how we will end the first half. Randolph leading 24-13. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes to talk about the first half of action from Randolph High School on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Saputo Cheese, just outside of Waupun, is hiring. A new year, a new career. Due to their continued growth, Saputo has full-time benefit-eligible career opportunities available in their Alto facility. Saputo offers entry-level pay starting at $21.94 per hour, or operators starting at $25.09 per hour. Great benefits, shift pay, and more. A new year, a new career with Saputo Cheese in Alto. Apply online at saputo.com/careers. Saputo is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Zittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
The last tractor you'll ever need is here. Get into a Massey Ferguson compact or utility tractor and accomplish more than ever before. These versatile tractors are known for their unbeatable power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts. And with their ability to multitask through any job around the yard or farm, they'll provide you with outstanding value for years to come. Visit Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden to find the right model for your operation.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. Randolph Rockets with a nice finish in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the half. And now with a 24-13 lead at halftime over the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they went on an 8-0 run to end the half. Looked like Cambria actually had the ball down 16-13, I believe, and we thought, well, maybe they can get it within one, or even a three-pointer would tie it up at halftime. And then just like that, Randolph finished out the half on a scoring barrage, and suddenly it's 24-13.
Yeah, game of streak so far. Cambria, started out and they had a 5-2 lead, but then they got stuck on 5 for, it had to have been more than 7 or 8 minutes before they finally got a basket. But then they inched their way back in, got within a point a few times in that first half, but then Randolph just went on a nice run, and I think it actually was. They got within 13-14, and they're stuck on 13, okay. And Randolph just went off for 10 points to have a nice lead here at halftime. So a nice run by Randolph, and a lot of guys weighing in on that, but Brady Prevey with a nice half, getting himself quite a few points, some nice steals, some nice rebounds, and Carter Meredith with some nice buckets towards the end of the half. They helped that lead extend to 10 points or 11 points.
Yeah, neither team, I shouldn't say. The Hilltoppers do have a made three-pointer. I was going to say neither team scored a three-pointer in the game, but I am incorrect on that. Actually, Dieger has one. No, take that back. Bermania has one. Carson Bermania has a three-pointer, the only three-pointer made in this game.
Yeah. Like I said, just a nice finish here by the Randolph Rockets. It was kind of a sluggish game for both teams trying to find their offense, but thought really a nice defensive performance by the Randolph Rockets, challenging everything inside, and what should have been some easy shots, they got a hand in their face and tapped it away or something like that. Just played some nice defense to keep the Hilltoppers at 13 points.
Yeah, better defense, and then a better job on the defensive glass there in the latter part of the first half. Was able to limit the Hilltoppers. That's where they scored some of their points early on, was in second chance opportunities. So yeah, it's been kind of a fun game, and it seems closer than what the score dictates right now.
Yeah, a pretty active game here up and down the court, so it's been a fun one to call here in the first half. But again, your halftime score is the Randolph Rockets leading in this ball game 24-13 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Randy will give us the scoring in the first half.
Yeah, for Derek Schmidt and the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, Isaac DeYoung with 2 points. Tate Dieger with 7. He has 3 baskets and a free throw. Carson Bermania with 4. He has a three-pointer made and a free throw. The other guy that had a chance was Carter Drews. He went to the line. He was 0 of 2. The Hilltoppers 2 of 6 from the free throw line, so some struggles there. And for Randolph, Carter Meredith with 7. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Nicholas Kutzma with 4 points. Brady Prevey leads all scorers with 11. 5 field goals. He is 1 of 2 from the line. And Cody DeVries with 2 points. Randolph was 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Okay.
So not a lot of, only 4 players for Randolph, and 3 players for Cambria scored in this game.
Yeah. So again, should be an exciting second half here. So stick around with us here on RP Sports. Your halftime score: Randolph leading Cambria Friesland 24-13. Back after this with the second half of action on RP Sports.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Randolph Health Services and Assisted Living has been serving the Beaver Dam, Marquezine, Waupun, Partyville, Ryle, Fall River, and Columbus area since 1972. They're located in the heart of downtown Randolph, a rural community which they're very active, sponsoring many events and benefits, including this game today. They're proud to support residents' continuum of care by offering both assisted living and skilled nursing care. Randolph Health Services and Assisted Living. Randolph.
Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph is the place to bring your vehicle to keep it running its best. Owner Micah Voskill has been working at Dairyland for over 20 years. Their ASE certified mechanics can do everything from replacing your tires, brakes, and battery, oil changes, and simple maintenance to replacing your transmission. And they use quality Napa parts. Pamper your vehicle with a visit to Dairyland Auto Center in Randolph. They wish the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. If you have any building or remodeling projects in your future, make sure to call Jeff Ratajczyk at Ace in Building and Remodeling Randolph. Ace has been in business for over 20 years and builds new homes, offers complete interior and exterior remodeling and additions, single to multiple car garages, windows, decks and patios, seamless siding, and seamless gutters. Ace stands for Achieving Carpentry Excellence. Let them work on your next project. You'll be glad you did. Give Ace in Building and Remodeling a call at 920-326-3624.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armgood, Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. Jeff just getting done running down, getting those cameras that cannot be from the lane extended for the officiating crew that we have here today.
I don't know what difference that makes exactly because they're still on the same distance from the court on the baseline. But
I figure most of the action comes straight away underneath the basket toward that area there.
Could be.
Sure.
Maybe.
They are far enough away where it's not a huge factor.
We are underway and ball tapped away from the Rockets. Coming up with it is Drews pushing it up the other way now for the Hilltoppers. And Drews goes up with the right hand and puts it in. Nice start there by the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Drews with his first points of the game.
Looks like 1-3-1 right now. Zone, half court 1-3-1 by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, maybe one of those things you, no matter if you're down by 10 points, you still don't want to show it till the beginning of the second half. Drive to the basket by Miedema, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. Nick Miedema at the line. Nick is a 54% free throw shooter. This free throw rims out and no good. So we lost a bit of the student section unless they're still waiting in line to the concession stand or something. That was pretty solid right from the floor to the ceiling. This is both of them, does Miedema. Hilltoppers with the ball. Comes Drake Bermania. Brings it up to half court to set things up for the Hilltoppers. Kevin Merwin getting the ball back over to Drews. Passes right side. Here goes Bermania. And a little too strong in a shot. And a nice job by Prevey to knock that one out. And Randolph still has it. Here goes Miedema to the rack. And he puts it in. Gets his 2 points that way. Nick Miedema with his first points of the game.
Carter Meredith on the spin move. Miedema almost stole it from his own teammate and then took it to the basket.
Drake Bermania with the top of the key. Gets it over to Merwin on the right side. Back out on top over to Carson Bermania. Here goes Drake along that left baseline. Gets cut off. And now in the hands of Dieger. Goes up with the left hand and gets it to go. Dieger now with 9 points in the ball game. 26-17 the lead for the Rockets. Early going here of the second half. Ball was knocked out of bounds by the Hilltoppers. It'll remain Randolph basketball.
Both coaches pretty calm right now. They're both seated and just kind of watching the action, calling out some offensive sets.
Back out on top over to Kutzma. Now Prevey with it. Gets the ball knocked away, but gets it back somehow. And then back over to Kutzma. Looks down into Miedema inside and powers it up here. He gets fouled. And back to the free throw line for 2 free throws is Nick Miedema.
Miedema effective against this 1-3-1 zone right now. He's one of the guys that's finding the ball in his hands in good positions.
First free throw is good for Nick. His next free throw also good. That was 4 points in the game. Gives his team double-digit lead again, up 28-17. Under 16 to play here in the ball game. Strong drive from the left side, comes up short on the shot by Carson Vermani, another one of those delayed calls.
Yep. Tell you what, if that shot goes in, he probably doesn't call that. It's almost like he waited to see.
Carson Vermani getting himself a couple free throws. First free throw was good. His team back within 10 with 15:36 left. This free throw no good. Prevey with another rebound. Gets it off over to Alex Hollander. Brings it up along the right side for the Rockets. Trigger Meredith directing traffic. Sure everybody's the sides are even. Here goes Meredith from 3-point range. No good. Drews gets the rebound. Pushes it up and somehow gets it over to Carson Vermani. Jaeger has it in the lane, back out on top. Drews thought about a 3, but thought better of it. Almost 3 minutes into the second half. 10-point lead for Randolph. Goes Carson Drews on that right side, too strong off the glass. It gets fouled at the end of the shot, and 2 free throws for Drews.
Brady Prevey called for that. That would be his second. I don't think anybody is really in any kind of serious foul trouble.
First free throw no good for Carter. One more free throw for him.
Carter 0 of 3 from the line tonight.
Puts the next one in. So now 3 points all in the second half for Carter Drews. Gets his team back within 9, 28-19. Meredith has it out on the perimeter, gets it back to Kutzma. Meet him along the right side with it. Goes Hollander right in front of the basket. Dan gets it up to Prevey up by the rim and reaches with that long right arm and puts it off the glass and in.
Nice job by Hollander there, high post. Attacked enough to draw the defense uphill and then the nice dump off.
Shot in the lane by Drake Bermania. He'll turn around their scoring leader, just getting his first points right at that moment for the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. 30-21 in favor of Randolph. Alex Hollander has it, gets it out to Meredith, launches up a 3, front of the rim, no good. Battle for the ball, coming up with it is Miedema. Kutzma with it. Passes right side over to Miedema. And back over to Meredith. Has an open 3 look. And gets it to go. Good job. Good ball movement by the Randolph Rockets, finding Carter Meredith all alone. Puts it in for his 10th point. 33-21 now the lead for the Randolph Rockets. Here goes Drews, and he's going to get fouled, and 2 free throws again for Carter Drews. A lot of floor slapping going on by the Randolph Rockets. Once in a while you'll see it very rarely, but they're doing it on a regular basis.
Trying to set the defensive tempo, the defensive mode there that we're getting down on the floor and we're going to get in a stance.
He just slapped the floor to Alex, and then he fell down, and then the whole Cambria side is all hooting and hollering about that.
He got a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He got his ankles broke there. Yeah, they're all laughing. I'm sure these guys know each other well from
Isaac DeYoung comes out. And
multi-sport athletes. Still laughing about it is Alex.
The next free throw is good for Drews. Drews getting himself a little more active and involved on at least shots attempts and gets to the free throw line a few times here in the second half. Eleven-point lead now for the Rockets, up 33-32. Hollander has it, gets it back over to Kutzma out near half court. Set things up.
Back in man-to-man now are the Hilltoppers.
There's Meredith along the right side, gets defended here in Preview, put a 10-footer up in the lane, and Brady Preview, the go-to guy, now with 15 points in the game. Yeah, he definitely did not look for his offense as much when we saw him play earlier, and glad to see that. He's such a long, tall player and athletic guy. So glad to see that with Brady's game.
Able to get the shot off in the lane in the crowd because of his elevation.
17-footer is no good from Bermania, and a nice block. Meet him on those delayed calls to get over the top of Ashton Bruceveen. Everybody already taking kind of a step down back to the other side of the court before they blow the whistle. So maybe there's a delay in the whistles that they have.
Yeah, it's all three of them on this crew.
Yeah.
They're consistent. I mean, I think it's the right call, but calling it late, kind of waiting for the action to play out. It's Ashton Bruceveen's first point of the game.
Bruceveen's next free throw, that is no good. Dan Prevey racking up the rebounds, gets the rebound and hands it off to Meredith to bring it up to Randolph. Kutzma getting the ball down to Prevey along the right sideline. And Meredith has it back over to Kutzma. Takes a couple quick steps before he puts the ball down. Travel on the Rockets. Cambria basketball trailing by 12.
Well, we've seen a few of those tonight both ways, and maybe the first one that was called.
35-23 in favor of the Randolph Rockets on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Our game being powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun for all your electrical needs, whether at work, on the farm, or at home. Give C. Broxma Electric a call. Proud supporter of high school sports. Under 12 to play, a 12-point lead by the Rockets. Cambria with a basketball. Goes Drews to the basket, gets it knocked away, and Ratajic comes up with it. Goes Kutzman along the right side, back over to Ratajic, and he's going to get called for a travel. Tried to just get a dead stop after a dead-out run, and ends up moving his feet. Travel on Randolph. Cambria basketball. Oh, that ball's taken away, and here goes Ratajic along the left side, gets it knocked out of his hands, and it will remain Rocket basketball. Nice hustle by Drake Bermania to get down and take away that layup for Ratajic.
He was going to shot fake and sit down, and yeah, you're right. Great hustle to get back and knock it away.
Ratajic gets the inbounds pass, gets it back over to Prevey.
Foul called.
Something called somewhere out there.
They're going to get Dieger.
Prevey kind of bounced it off his feet. Yeah. There must have been some contact somewhere with Dieger. I don't know. This pass inside to Ratajic, and basket for Randolph's Bryce Ratajic. His first points of the ball game.
Oldest play in the world, the old cross screen.
And we've got a full timeout taken by Derek Smith and the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Back in 1 minute with more Randolph Rocket basketball on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
With mycnhistore.com, you can manage your equipment at any time, from anywhere, all from the convenience of your laptop or phone. Just search genuine New Holland parts by category, model, or part number, and keep your equipment running efficiently. Need a genuine New Holland part and don't have time to wait? Visit mycnhistore.com and get it done faster. Waupun Equipment Company, Waupun in Watertown. Log on waupunequipment.com and like them on Facebook.
Well, Derek Schmidt takes a timeout with his team trailing 37-23, just over 11 minutes left in the ball game. We're looking at possibly a week from tomorrow doing another one of our prep sports showcases. We're talking about that. We've had a huge success, I think, in the first 2 we've done.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it was a great turnout. We haven't done any of these since before the COVID time, but a lot of people showing up and munching on chicken wings and some beverages down there at the other bar. A lot of great answers from our high school athletes. We had like 13 athletes, I think, along with 5 coaches last week Wednesday. Shot and lane missed. And we have a tie. Nice shot by Vertagic stepping in and tying up Ashton Bruceveen. And Cambria will have the arrow pointing their way, and they'll get it back. Yeah, it's amazing the great answers we've got from those high school athletes nowadays.
You've had pretty good coverage from everybody. Central Wisconsin Christian athletes, Randolph athletes, Waupun athletes, some wrestlers.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for some hockey players being represented next time. And shot by Merwin. He's fouled on the shot, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. Devin Merwin.
Yeah, I even recommended that they check with Laconia and see if they would be willing to come over.
Yeah, let's look at Laconia. We haven't had the Randolph boys yet, but
right.
We'll definitely have the Waupun girls again and the Waupun boys, but might be another hour and a half show.
That's okay. It was such a great job and a great entertainment, and like you said, the kids, great practice for them.
Yeah. That kind of just cruised right along, and the management didn't mind because they were cooking some chicken wings up that day. Both the times that we've had it, so I think they appreciated it at the other bar, and I think the kids like that. The nice setup. We're video streaming it, which we never did before. It was nice having the addition of Jeff and his video equipment in that, and it looks pretty good. And boy, I tell you, nothing but net on that one. A big high-arcing three-point shot for Carter Meredith. He's got 2 threes here in the second half. Now 13 points for him, and Randolph pulling away up by 16, 40-24.
And Carter, he knew that one was going in when he let it go. He started going the other direction.
Bruceveen with a little scoop shot, misses everything in front of the rim, and Randolph comes up with a rebound. Drive to the basket, putting it up, and no good on the shot by DeVries, and put back. Brady Prevey again, just racking up the points here tonight.
Yeah, you're right. The emergence of Brady in this team's offense is going to be a huge factor as they go down the stretch.
Three-pointer up and good for Carson Bermania. Second 3 of the game. He's now got 8 points. Still a commanding Randolph lead, up 42-27. And Boathouse Pub and Eatery, one of our sponsors. We'll give a shout out. Nice little pass inside. Good job by Meredith finding his teammate Kutzma. Nicholas Kutzma with a basket. Nice little drive along the baseline. Gets rewarded and puts it in.
6 for Kutzma, his first points in the second half. Yeah, Boathouse, like going out there in the summertime.
Yeah, a little step through and a nice shot there by Jason Weaver, one of the guys playing on the JV team earlier. Getting some varsity time and making use of it, finishing on that shot. Meredith puts up another high-arcing three-point shot. Prevey gets the rebound, puts it up 5 feet out, fades away, no good. Getting the rebound is Kutzma, and Ball tapped away, now a breakaway all by himself as Drake Bermania goes up with a left hand and puts it in. Just 4 points for him in the ball game. 13-point lead for the Rockets. Yeah, the Boathouse, I love their pizzas there. I love to get that. Those nachos, you got to be very careful when you order nachos just because it might be way more than you can eat. And a little flip over the shoulder and good on the shot by Cody DeVries. His first points in the second half.
I believe the Boathouse have spaghetti night on Tuesdays, I think.
They had chicken wing night at one time. I'm not sure if they still have that. Spaghetti is good. I've had that there before.
They got burgers and chicken sandwiches. Burgers, fries, and chicken sandwiches are like $1.25 or $1.50.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
Wednesday nights. That's a big. That's a big night there.
To go over and get a few burgers and.
Free throw is good for Ashton Bruceveen.
Great pizza at the Boathouse, always.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that. That's one of my favorite things to get over there is just excellent pizza.
Friday night fish fries.
Yeah, they've got it all going on out there, and some refreshments.
You can watch the ice fishermen right from the bar, right from the restaurant.
Yeah, they've got it going on all year round because they take care of all the fishermen and boaters. We've pulled up in a boat and gotten pizza a couple times with my daughter and her husband and family, and pulled up right to the pier, ordered a pizza when we were out on the water, and then when it was ready, we drove into the pier and got our pizza and ate it out on the boat. Missed shot by Randolph, and coming up with it is Drews. Goes up with the shot and gets it to go. For Carter Drews doing all the scoring here in the second half. And we have got a full timeout taken by the Randolph Rockets with 7 minutes left. Randolph leading 46-34. And we'll be back in just 1 minute with more Randolph basketball on RP Sports.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Okay, we are back. I noticed our Randolph Family Dental we had a couple other nice pictures on there, so we got to get that other ad up here eventually with some of their staff members and also their new facility right here in Randolph. It's a beautiful place. We've driven by it, and I got to stop in and take a look at that along with Ace, with their sports complex that they have over the Ace in the Hole.
Ace in the Hole. I was trying to think of it too. The golf part of the construction company, I guess it would be.
Yeah, I see Jeff Ratajic sitting right over there, and we had him on last time we were here in that Cambria, Friesland, I should say the Randolph against CWC game. Put him right on the air, but quite a facility. I'm going to go see these new places, so I'm going to make a trip soon over to take a look at Randolph Family Dental and Ace in the Hole. Maybe bring my golf clubs along. Tell me how bad a golfer I really am. Three-pointer right side is up for DeVries, is no good. Drews with another rebound, passes the ball up over to Drake Bermania, goes up and overlays it. Ball is loose, and coming up with it is Carter Meredith on the fast break. Reaches back, misses it. Getting a little sloppy right now for both teams. And we'll say the ball was bobbled and out of travel, and the ball's taken, thrown out of bounds by Isaac DeYoung.
Yeah, really getting a little bit sloppy right now, going back and forth. A bit out of control.
Carter's just going to walk it up the court here after the track meet both ways and nobody getting anything. But 46-34 the lead now for the Rockets. Just under 6 to play in the ball game on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
And again, 1-3-1 zone defense. If you're going to play a zone when you're down, the 1-3-1 is the type of zone where you can be much more aggressive and trap in the corners.
Tajik, good little head fake and steps up and underneath the defender who was passing by, and Bryce Tajik getting himself another 2 points.
Exactly what you want your short corner man to do against 1-3-1 zone. Slide that baseline if you have the opportunity. If the defense dumps down, you're going to find the high post man.
DeYoung has it over there working against DeVries, goes along the baseline, and he's going to get bumped along the way. Got to be quick when you want to interview the Randolph boys basketball team after this game if they hang on to the lead, because they kind of rush into the locker room afterwards. So we'll see what we can come up with. Isaac DeYoung at the free throw line. Randolph now with 7 fouls, so shooting the front end of a bonus. Free throw off the backboard, no good. Vermady gets the rebound. Surrounded by 3 Randolph Rockets and back in the hands of DeYoung. Going to go back up, and that one spills off the side of the rim, no good. And then missed on the next shot inside by DeYager, and his next attempt, he gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And 2 free throws for Tate DeYager.
Falls on Carter Neiman, his first. Randolph has 8 team fouls, only 3 on the Hilltoppers.
Tajik will sit down, and Brady Prevey checks back in the ball game. Next free throw is good for Tate DeYager, now with 10 points in the game.
I saw where Waupun was ready to open up that new baseball, softball indoor complex they built.
Yeah, my grandson's actually going to practice there coming up with the kids that are in 4th grade, the 10-year-olds. Nice pass inside. Good job by DeVries finding Brady Prevey all alone, and he finishes.
19 for Prevey. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be just an amazing facility. I think they worked on the turf this weekend, some volunteer labor.
That's blocked on the shot inside by Randolph's Carter Neiman, 6'4" senior. So the Hilltoppers will inbound on their baseline. Randolph leading 50-35. Drews has it down in the corner. Look inside, and good job by Drews, but does not get it to go. A lot of missed opportunities inside, especially by Cambria Friesland.
Well, looks like we're going to see 1-3-1 again. They're kind of extending it a little bit more now. Looking for trapping opportunities.
Breeze gets out of a double team, and he finds Prevey alone, and then
3 seconds.
3-second call against the Randolph Rockets.
That's a late call right there, because once the motion of a shot is starting to go up, you wave off that 3-second count.
So Cambria Friesland with the basketball, but in trouble now, down by 15. Get it down along that left block, and then there's going to be a foul on the Rockets reaching over the top of Tate DeYager. He's going to go back to the free throw line. 9th foul on the Randolph Rockets. Rims out, no good. Ball is loose. Coming up with it is Kutzma, and he'll give it over to Carter Meredith to bring it up for the Randolph. Getting close to the 3.5-minute mark. Look inside to Prevey. They kind of did that before, but he misses the shot. Putting it back up and missing on the putback attempt is Carter Neiman. Here goes Drews, finds himself a lane, but Neiman goes up and blocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Cambria basketball with 3:21 left.
Carter Drews getting aggressive, going coast to coast and taking it to the defense. Kind of like that.
Isaac DeYoung with a trip to the free throw line now after getting fouled on a drive and along the right baseline.
It's going to be on the floor, but we are at 10 team fouls, so super bonus the rest of the way.
Cambria not taking advantage of these free throw opportunities right now. There's a way to maybe somehow crawl back in with the clock stop. Misses the first free throw. Stuck on 50-35. Honoring on their big scoreboard here, the Hilltoppers right now. Second free throw is good. We've got a timeout on the court. Back in a minute with more Randolph Rocket basketball on RP Sports.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Okay, timeout taken with 3:18 left. Plenty of opportunities, some missed inside shots, quite a few during the game for the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, and then free throws. Not a real strong thing for the Hilltoppers either. That could have helped them at least be in single digits in this ball game, but they're trailing now by 14, 50-36.
Yeah, they are 10 of 24 in the game from the line.
Cross-court pass over to Kutzma. He'll bring it up along that right side. And he steps on the sideline, and it'll be Cambria Friesland basketball with 3:11 left.
A little full court pressure there, trying to get the pace up. Why not, right? Down 14.
From the right elbow, that one misses everything. Drew's there to get it, but misses his putback shot.
And Preby, he has to be near double figures in rebounds. Close to a double-double on the night.
I'm going to try to race down toward the end of this to see if I can grab a few of the Randolph players before Tyler Fisher races off the court. I know his habit is to kind of take him right to the locker room and discuss the game with him immediately, whether it's a win or a loss. Meredith gets it back on top over to Kutzma. Can afford to run some time off the clock right now. Under 2.5 to play, 14-point lead for Randolph. And a travel in the lane.
That little false step.
Yeah, Carter Neiman does it. Looks like it seemed like they just kind of pull it out at that time, and but they looked like they were ready to attack anytime they could, but then finally ends up with a travel and no shot.
Hilltoppers very patient here, running a little two-man screen and roll game.
Young misses everything. Rebound in the hands of Carter Meredith, pushing it up now for the Rockets.
Nice
what
pass.
A beautiful pass. Flicks it over his head into the hands of Kutzma, who finishes for the Rockets. Slick little pass there from Carter Meredith.
You see he had that in his head all the way. He's going to dump it off somehow, and kind of a little more exciting the way he did it, kind of a no-look.
That's showtime right now when you're up. It's one of those things you do because you don't want to, in a close game, have something fancy and it not work for you, but that was beautiful.
Randolph having no trouble against the full court pressure.
Going to get the ball back out on top, over to Prevey, hands it off over to DeVries, puts it up and gets fouled on the shot.
Nice shot fake by DeVries.
I got it
ready to go. Okay, this one ready to go, or
it just got to be turned on.
Okay.
And you can actually start your announcing with this already. You won't hear yourself.
Okay. 1:25 left. Free throw is up, and it is good for Cody DeVries. I definitely want to be able to hopefully get a chance to talk to people like Brady Prevey and Carter Meredith. to go right out by where they walk over towards their locker room to grab a few of them. I had to do that over at Cambria Friesland when we got just Carter Meredith's the only one I could get the attention of and talk to him, but see how that goes.
So the starters out of the game. Now Prevy's going to leave with 19.
Yep. Free throw missed. 53-36, 120 and counting down in the ball game. Randolph taking care of business again with Cambria. This time doing it a bit more of most of the game, where it took them till the second half to get things in gear against them over at Cambria Friesland when they were down by 2 at halftime. Bruce Veen with it. Under a minute to play.
Jacob Kyle out there with a pretty good black eye on the left eye. Probably a practice situation.
Yeah, I saw him in the JV game with this black eye out there, so. Put back attempt, no good by Sell, trying to get it to him to see if he can throw one in, and yes, he scores. Nice job, and a nice job by all teammates out there as Zach Sell scoring, the 5'8" sophomore with a little scoop shot with the right hand. Randolph up 53-38, just going to run the clock down if they can. Maybe some of the guys come off the bench want to score out there. Just the 5th foul for the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Randolph will inbound with 16 seconds left and a 15-point lead. Bringing one of the JV players in, and he buries one. Barrett Meyer, saw him sinking some in the JV game. Just a 5'9" freshman. This shot almost going in. I'm going to head down to the court right now.
All right, while we wait for Steve to break away, see if he can get some on-court interviews with your favorite players. Let's see if I can run down a little bit of the scoring quickly. We'll get that out of the way. For Cambria, Isaac DeYoung with 3 points. Devin Marin with 1 point. Tate DeAger with 10. Drake Bermania has 4. Carson Bermania with 8 points, make that 8. Jason Weaver with 2. Carter Drews with 6. And Ashton Bruceveen with 2 points. And also Zach Zell at the end there with 2. For Randolph, Carter Meredith, 13. Nicholas Kutzma with 8. Brady Prevey, 19. Cody DeVries with 5. Bryce Ratajek with 4. And Nick Miedema with 4. That rounds out the scoring for Randolph.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. Steve Witterhack with you. Final score, Randolph Rockets knocking off Cambria 56-38. And we got a couple players from the Randolph Rockets joining us. Carter Meredith. Nice little pass there in the end. Did you have that in mind all the way down? A little flick over your head over to your teammate Kutzma?
No, I was going out for the score actually, and the guy got in front of me, so I just decided to throw it behind my back right to Nick.
Finding your range from three-point range in the second half. You end up with 13 points. Talk about your team and how you kind of attacked the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers this game.
It was kind of nice when they went to 1-3-1 because it opened up more shots for us, I feel. Because in four-man, we get a little bit tired. Yeah.
What was different when they had the 1-3-1 zone on you, and how do you have to attack that?
Swinging the ball. It's kind of hard to guard the wings on 1-3-1, especially when it's in the corner. I was open here a few times, but that'll happen.
Well, the guy that was open a lot today, or maybe not open, finding his openings, Brady Prevey. A nice game for you, 19 points in the ball game, and you had to have double figures with rebounds out there. And definitely after having an 18-point game, your last outing against the Jets, Ron Colley, and it seems like your confidence is growing throughout the season. So a nice game. What do you saw the chances and opportunities for you to score in this ball game?
Yeah. I guess ball movement to get me in the post open is really the biggest key. You know, Carter does a good job with handling the ball. He doesn't cause too many turnovers, but he sneaks some good passes in there, though. Give me the ball. I yell at him in the post, though. Some games, he doesn't see me. I'll yell at him. I'll get on him. and they'll be like, I got you next time.
Doing a better job.
Well, it looks like you were more confident. We've seen you play. This may be the fourth game we've seen you play, but you were definitely a nice Euro step in that first half to the basket. But it looks like you're looking for your scoring a lot more than we saw earlier. Is your confidence growing during the season?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely growing now that I can working on my post moves. Coach has me doing post moves. I'm not used to being on the post I'm always handling the ball usually, but this year it's a little bit different. Now I'm taller, I can jump now, so it's a little bit easier to score.
I remember when you first got into high school, you were about that size right here. But any help from your sister on your basketball at all? You ever get on the driveway and work with her once in a while?
Yeah, something like that. She's doing pretty good, but I think I could beat her in 1v1.
Well, nice game, guys. Nice win tonight. Again, Brady Prevey joining us along with Carter Meredith. Nice victory here for the Randolph Rockets, winning 56-38, and we'll take it up by Randy and kind of go through the scores up there.
Yeah, we've already done that, Steve.
Or did you already do that?
Yeah, we did already, so we can wrap it up right now. Steve might come on up, and again, Randolph with a quality win here, 56-38. And thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks for everybody for contributing. Jeff, great job on the video, and of course the silky voice of Steve Winright. Have a good night, folks. I think we're just going to check it out. So,
all right.
Thanks for joining us.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.